Welcome back. So off to my dad to do some more classic Mark 1 mini build. See you in a bit. So we're back in the garage, so we're going to crack on with the mini. So today we're going to get on with a few areas in the in the back of the boot, which I'll show you. And there's just a couple of patches on the floor, in the back corners where the wheel wells are, and there's other bits as well, isn't there, again?
Yeah, there's all the bits and pieces what I put the subframe in. We'll come put the subframe in. These is the parts here that's got to go in. We've got a plate here first to go on the floor, which fits in where the mini is. There's two holes there where the subframe fits onto. And then we've got another one, which is the strengthener, which goes on top of there again, which fits onto the top of that plate, then welds around the wheel arch and things. And that there will strengthen it up for when you put the subframe in, bolt the subframe to that. When the subframe bolt to that, it cannot move anywhere, it's solid. And with it, all new plates, everything new there is going to be a good solid job of it.
Yeah, so great. That's the one that goes inside of the boot. That one. And his dad
and there's this one here that goes along with it.
That goes on the floor underneath the car.
Yeah. It's all going to be new.
So like sort of spreader plates, just to spread the load of where the subframe mount attaches to in the back. Obviously anybody with the mini will know what they're for. So that's the job for today anyway, so we'll crack on with that. Couple down there, couple on this side footwell, or rear wheel well, should I say. We'll get some gear shifted out of the way first, and then my dad's fixing the heater at the front. Got a major problem. How's it going, do you think?
We're getting there with it. Just put the wrong screw in one place, so I've got to change the screw around.
Hopefully it'll not blow any more fuses now. It's 0 outside, so very, very cold. It's even colder in here, it seems it. So we'll get that heater on and crack on. Just a quick little tip, what I've done there is I just run the cutting wheel over the top of the mark that I've made on the plate, or wherever it is that you want to cut it from, and I just run it the whole length, so it just scores the plate all the way through, and just take your time steadily through, and then when you go back it's much easier then to follow that line and for the grinder to just follow the groove that you've taken out. You get a neater finish on your plate. Just a little tip that I find it helps me when I'm cutting little plates out like this.
What I'll do.
So what we're doing here was we just welded this section of the rear quarter panel up, and as I was welding you'd see my dad just using the blower on the air compressor, just cooling it. That's all. So I'm just cooling the area as I'm welding, so I'm kind of moving from one side to the other and keeping away from not doing all one point at one time. And then as I'm coming back off, my dad's cooling it with the air gun, just so that it stops any distortion in the panel. Just gets rid of the heat out of the panel when we're welding. So that's what we're doing there.
Yeah, no.
That's it. There we go. So we'll just put a couple of holes down that edge of that quarter panel, just so we can plug weld it on. Again, it's just temporary measure, just until we actually hire the spot welder and spot weld it properly. There we go. Right. There we go. So we've just put a couple of plug welds down this side, 4 plug welds, and just weld it up here a little bit. That's all. That'll just all grind back. That's not a problem. That. So we'll grind those back, and that's then held on there tight. Kind of see. Right. There we go. Yeah, so that'll all, that bead'll all just grind back that into a nice corner, and then the rubbers for the window go on here. So it all welded on. So we're just going to take off the rear wheels on this little temporary jig that we've got on the back and put the rotisserie jig back on, so you can see how we do that now in this next section of the video. Get on with that, crack on.
What do you live by? Take this off now. Up there. Yeah.
I'll let you get a hold of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold them here. do it, I'll hold it. Right, I've got it. I have got it. Okay. Right, I've got it. Down a bit, down a bit, down a bit, down a bit, down a bit. Right, move it, drop her, drop her, drop her. Like, oh, you've got it there.
So there we go, so that's that one welded on now. We've ground that back along that seam where the window rubber will go on. So that's that nicely tidied up and welded on. And obviously when it comes to painting, you know, obviously painting the whole car, we'll spend a bit more time just sort of tidying the welded areas up. Obviously, there's going to be a fine layer of filler needed in places just to get a perfect finish, but that's kind of the bare metal finish you're seeing there, just with a coat of primer on top. So I'm quite happy with that. There we go. That's it for this one again. So that's that quarter panel all fitted on now nicely. We're pleased that's done. So massive thanks again for all the comments on the last video and on the previous videos. Really appreciate all them. I've been reading all the comments to my dad. He's totally chuffed with them. Really pleased. It's dead motivated to get all them. So yeah, massive thanks for all them. But if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. And check out the other videos on the channel. But that's it for now. I'm gonna head home and have me tea. 6:45 now, Saturday night. So that's a good afternoon's work on the car. So we'll see you all on the next one. Take care.